Big up man like Richie Groove. Ladies, this one is for you all. It's a champion sound. Unleash. Classic climax sound. I miss the pretty love songs. I miss the pretty ones you used to play. When my day seems down and hopeless, you brighten up my day. Trilla used to say that. Irish Ancient, don't move. As I lay me down, heaven hear me now. I'm lost without a cause, after giving it my all. It started out at a very tender age when I was like, I would say, when I'm in teens. I can't replace how much in my teens, but in my teens. I was living in Slagerville area, Mount Moreland to be exact. And from there where the music business started out, we used to punch the jukebox and sing to the version, you know? We used to always have that like a vibe with all my local friends in the area. I've got a secret for you. I can't believe myself, and ever since you've been gone, I think of no one else. I even tried to forget, but nothing could make me a girl. And I know. Started out with my sister Peaches, who was a singer in the music fraternity. She used to perform different stage shows, different concerts all over Jamaica. And she used to also thief me out of the house because you know them tell me I go to school, so she thief me out of the house just to come to her stage shows, them come watch her perform, and that's how I get to love the music. So being there, you know, going to school, following my sister around the place, singing, you know, look, you know. So one day after out school, I went to Waterloo, was maybe a district about 2 miles down from where I was living. And I met a sound brother by the name of, the sound man named Melos Terror Sound. His name Joe, Melos Terror Sound. And he asked me to do 2 dub plates for him. At the time, dub plate was like, you know, if you get $50 them time, they all get enough. As a local artist, you understand? You sing a dub plate, you get $25, $50. When you're a big artist, you get like maybe a 75 or 80 or 100, you know? Anyways, going to King Tubby's recording studio, and I did the first dub plate for Melos Terror Sound. And King Tubby's hear me singing and say, you sound good, you know? If you start coming to the studio, come show your face because I love your sound, you know? And then I met Xanadu. At the time, Xanadu named Aged, you know? Aged said, boy, yes man, you're bad. Spanish town I come from, you know, so I could just come to the studio together and, you know? And come do with things star. I get love it star. I drop out of school here. You see me I say? And just start go studio and start go King Tubby's and singing, you know, I start singing on the rhythm them around there, and I sing a song named Juggling. Juggling on the Far East rhythm, you know. Also, while I was there, my brother call him Trevor Levy. Them call him Panbird, Trevor Levy. He introduced me to Philip Burrell, Fatis, you know. May God rest his soul in peace. Fatis tell me to come to the studio and start recording songs with me. Release my first song. Love Song, it's a cover song. Love Song by Billy Ocean. Sometimes I wonder by the look in your eyes, you know, there'll be sad songs to make you cry. Yeah, and that song released, and you know, you hear a song I play on the radio station, you know you feel good. I've got a lot of big dreams. I've made a lot of bad moves. I know you can walk away, but you never do, baby. Those times, no. It wasn't such a hard journey like now, you know? Even though now it's much easier in terms of the music fraternity. You don't have to have a full talent nowadays to do music. As long as you just know a little person who know a person who have a rhythm, and you understand? So I would say you mentioned hard. It wasn't very hard, but at the same time it was hard in those days because I actually remember when I went to a studio, RJ recording studio, you know, and I was disrespected, very much disrespected at the time by the producer, the owner of the studio who was a producer. I think I followed Xanadu and go there to do an audition because, you know, even though I was going to King Tubby's and so on, we still wanted to burst out big, you know? So you try to find other doors that you can, you know, can get your music out there. And that's when I went to RJ Record Studio. It was on Mountain View Avenue at the time. And when I went there, take the audition, and the producer guy told me to go and, you know, themselves to do with their mother. And come out time studio and run my way. You know, as I look at you, me never really and truly. It hurt, but at the same time, it never give me no farmer hope to give up. Me just build up the courage to continue and say, because I said, them man there must see me, because I always stay, you know, I like that thing there. The challenge when I get in the music, make me want to do better, you know? From there where producers start check me out, you know, like Roy Francis Mixing Lab start check me out, come all the way from Kingston to come pick me up recording songs for him. King Tubby is doing song with me, and I remember when I went to King Jammy's after King Tubby's passed. I went to King Jammy's and, you know, I got myself in by reggae superstar, past legend, Major Worries, you know. Because at the time it was very hard to get into studios when you're not known as a big artist. Major Worries was the one who, from Spanish Town, look at me and say, "You T, I'm gonna make you come in the studio." I just tell him, say, "Yeah, I'm a cousin." You understand me? I say? So that's how I end up in the studio, King Jammy's studio. Pass the audition there, start doing songs for King Jammy's and do an album for him called Waiting for You. You know, I did an album for Jammy, I did an album for Mixing Lab. And Mixing Lab album was called On and On. King Jammy's album called Waiting for You. And also I Am the Danger. Yeah.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Oh, 'cause my love is on to keep you warm night and day. Yeah, yeah. Girl, you...
Well, if you're not say Pinchers, you're not say nothing. If you're not say Frankie Paul, you're not say nothing. So me I say, Pinchers, Frankie Paul, quoting the melody. Them man there run the road. Sanchez, the man there run the road. See me? So, me idolize Pinchers at the time because every song Pinchers sing, me I try to make something out of it. I try to sing like him, you know? You know, Pinchers sing 100% I love, she want 100% I love. Me sing, I call them body for them, me say, you know? Yeah, that's what I said to you. Them look a vibe there. So Pinchers was my idol at the time. Pinchers was my idol at that time. You know, try to be like the Pinchers at the time because the man did that kick and kill people in music. You know? Those days was like singers and then we introduced DJs. You understand what I say? Nowadays change where you find out that DJ introduce singers now because we get shelved because in Jamaica the music business is so I would say it's so unfair. The fraternity kind of grass away where it seems unfair to the vocalists. I mean, not only the vocalists, overall the artists in Jamaica, the singers and the DJs. I mean, those days you could have respect for each other in certain way. Like, you know, say Richie Stevens sing a song, you know, and you just know say Richie Stevens cover a song, you know, but touch it. You know, nowadays, as a song come out, 20 artists are singing it. You know what I say? The DJs them know, for them thing was them wait for the singer to sing. When we used to go dance and sing on the sound system, you always have to have a singer first and then a DJ come down, come combinate it. No, it don't really matter to them. Them DJ, it or sing it, whatever. The DJ jump on it, and if you want to make it, you make it, you know? So, but those days was more like the singers, the vocalists were on top. So that point in my career, my boss, because my first, my second singles, my bad, my first big single then, it's called Juggling. King Tubby's on the Firehouse label. And that song went #1 in Jamaica. And the charts all around. So Thriller you name boss out and thing, and you know, King Tubby's pass, and as me say King Tubby's pass, and me go Jammies and me do the album for Jammies. Then me end up me get a tour. It wasn't really a tour. A man from England named Mikey just decides he want to carry Thriller you on tour in England. But at the time I didn't know what was going on overseas. That my songs were on top over there. That I was the artist over England. You understand what I say? So the man does say he want to keep a show, keep some shop if come to the show. And what him did now just tell us if he just come to England. Me and Trevor Levy at the time. So go to England. Him never briefed us that we should tell them that we just want to visit. Reach to England, they must say, why you come? So what you come to England to do now this time? What's the purpose of the trip? I just tell the woman, say, look here, you know, I come for work, you know. She said, work? Yeah. So where's your work permit? Didn't have a work permit, so you know what happened? Instead of me go straight, them give me a U-turn. You understand? Me and Trevor Levy take a U-turn and come back to Jamaica. But it was just like a blessing because at the time I was naive, young, never know where I go on. What really happened was that I was already a recognized artist in England. And I have my household name over there. So the guy that bring me if you come now, if you keep some stage show with me, if you just rob me, just give me maybe one look £200 and rob me. When I come back to Jamaica, I see the following year, it was 1989. It was a return to England. Because I met up with a manager team and a producer, Dennis Thompson, you know, as we call him Breads. And Breads was managing my career, so Breads started the whole paperwork and me get my visa, my work permit, and we proceed to tour, and it was a successful tour. So at the time, you know, I would say it's just a blessing because when you don't know, you know why you don't know a thing, you get tricky night and you know, you get to learn as you go along. So it was a blessing for me to get that U-turn, make that U-turn.
As I lay me down, heaven hear me now.
Them time the me lost love sing original song. Sanchez was the man who followed the cover version, and we only one that you sing a lot too. But them time they all me think about is singing original songs. Cause even though me use a man melody, it was maybe original lyrics. Maybe the melody is not really 100%, you know, but the original lyrics, you know. That's all I used to do my thing. While the cover songs them around the place, Sanchez I yell and I go on over the place. I do my little thing them same way, you see. That was just me. And still is the Thriller you today. I would love to sing original. I cover songs, but you know, it has to do something special for me. I mean, I have to love the song to an extent. And most people feel like Thriller you would have faded out. Back in the 80s, I have to take it back a look up. Back in 1989, after I did the tour, I got a contract to go to Japan to perform. Then I got signed in Japan. So for the past 89, 97, about 7 years down the road, 97, you understand? From 1990 to 97, I signed. So almost half of the music industry in Jamaica and other parts of the world, but in Japan was still carrying the flag. You see what I'm saying? So what stands up most for me is the longevity me put in the business because people think it's Thriller you know. Would I just sing and just stop singing and forget about? No. Still here doing the music. Even though it's very hard now trying to, not to get a burst, because I'm a burst already, but trying to swim in wider waters and just to refresh Jamaica people, let them know that Thriller U is still the Thriller U from then till now. And you know, even better in vocal. And you know, I would say I'm a veteran to the experience that I've gained and you know, the knowledge. So I'm a veteran right now. First big up I got to God, you know. My Father, my Creator. Saying, Father God. I big up all my friends them. So I say all my friends them big up. And all the music fraternity. You know, maybe someone may hate me because I talk the truth, but big up to the same way. The whole of we have art, and I care how hard it one seems, the heart we have, and I just want to say much love. Big up to my fans them who make me number one always. Even if I have a number one record I play, me a number one to them same way. So big up. Love one of my fans. And big up to my group plus. Low Kiddy, Tony Curtis singing melody. Big up. All fans. Big up to True Love Records. Promotion, production. Big up Sean. Big up yourself. Big up all the team and all the staff. So I say, at the radio station, the whole fraternity big up themselves. Should you say so? My mother, love you. My family, I love you. Wifey, love you.
Time coming, so I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's out there beyond the sky. It's been